Hello.
Are we live now?
I think so.
You think we are? I'm not watching this stream. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So this time, earlier in the marathon, I was doing the main game 100%. Now we're going to be playing these two DLCs. Not this one. It's not good.
I mean, it's fun.
So
It's just,
the first one is
not
Knife of
great for
Dunwell. They
speedruns.
take place immediately after each other, and I'm going to be watching the intro cutscene, unlike a regular run. I usually don't watch the intro cutscene. So time starts after this loading screen. That's in 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, it doesn't. It starts after this cutscene. What am I saying? It doesn't matter. But it starts in like a minute and 10 seconds. This is this area from the first, like from the intro in the first game, from the main game. But we're now playing as the assassin that killed the Empress.
Why should an empress be different? But she was.
And over here we actually see Corvo fighting the assassins, which did not happen in our playthrough.
I knew I'd pay for
yeah. So this happens kind of in parallel to the main game, right?
Yes, it happens in parallel. There are like references to events that happen in the main game. And there's also a reference to events that happen in this game. In the main game, right at the start of Flood District, there's a note referencing the Brickmore Witches. Or Brickmore Manor. So, Dowd killed the Empress. It turns out that was a flashback, and now he's in the void, and the outsider tells him to do something, and Dowd just goes and does it. And it starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. So this first area is just in the void, so there's nothing to pick up here. It's
Yeah, there's nothing.
the 100% part starts right after this.
Let's see if I remember all the things to buy here. Going to... Correct. All mission starts with a shop like that. And I also forgot to get agility. I would have taken less falling damage if I'd gotten agility earlier, but it doesn't matter unless I take a lot of damage in the game. First mission is pretty cool.
Yeah, this first mission, you're basically going into a whale slaughterhouse that makes electricity through whale oil. And you're trying to find out some information about a boat that's going to turn out to be a witch.
Yeah, the story makes sense. We will not have time to explain it. It makes sense. It's okay, I guess. But the gameplay is really good, and the game is on sale. You can get this along with the other DLC and the main game and everything for 10 bucks for like the next 24 hours.
And while the story is very convoluted, it's fun.
Oh.
But if you get us out of here.
Well, it has its moments, I will say.
Yeah.
The story has its moments. Also, I will not be able to explain all we're doing, so there are just a bunch of tricks that I've already explained in the main game run that we're doing here. One thing that's worth noting is that swordless, which is the trick I do to put away my sword, but not my blink power, is slightly different in this. And I think we mentioned that during the main run as well. But in order to put it away, I have to attack with it to prolong the sheathing animation. And we're almost done with this area, assuming that I got everything. I'm picking up a few arc mines, which are like spring racers. Let's check that I got everything. I did.
They're like spring racers, but they can be multi-use, right?
Yeah, they're multi-use. They can hit multiple enemies. And that's going to be convenient soon.
Yeah, so for those you can just put them down and then you kind of got an area covered for a while. Like you don't need to fight anyone in that area because he'll just dive into it. So he'll be turning some like crank wheels in a little while. And for that you'll be putting down spring razor arc mines, right?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
If an enemy attacks me during that, then they will interrupt me turning the wheel. Yeah, I hope the enemies notice me. They did. Good. That skips a... Okay, it didn't skip a cutscene. It's supposed to skip a cutscene. Also, I have done some slight rerouting, so I skipped a few coins earlier. And I will just be getting them later on. I think it's faster, I haven't timed it.
Yeah, that's a running theme in the Dishonored community. We don't really time things.
Yeah.
Just think things are faster.
Well done.
That I don't want to do. There's a trick here where if you jump on her like that, it skips the cutscene. And I'm going to place a mine there for safety, because... let's hope he doesn't notice me. Yeah, that butcher, they can wander upstairs, these two enemies here. If they do that, and kill her, then it's game over. This is still not gonna work. Oh, it worked. That is really lucky. Like, that was incredibly lucky. The enemy was standing right next to me. But yeah. If any of the enemies walk upstairs and kill Abigail, then I will get a mission over, because the secret I'm supposed to learn will die. Yeah, the only two people that know it have died, and
yeah, so the person that Abigail was standing there talking to at the start, he already killed him, and he's the other one that knows.
Yeah, I probably can't fix the mic. We can get agility here. And we need to get 2 pieces of whale oil to, and we need to ironically use that to kill a whale. And the reason for that is there are a bunch of like minor objectives that we can do for runes in this called rituals, and we find notes in the missions explaining how to do it. And this one includes killing this whale, picking up its eye, and then putting it in a pot next to a weed, and that gives us a rune for some reason. Now I hope I haven't missed anything. I think I haven't actually. I don't remember this save code, so I really hope that I can clip into it properly. I almost got there. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so we saw a bunch of save clips in the main game. This isn't really different. It's just God's jump is slightly different from how Corvo's
and there's
works.
a cutscene skip there as well. I got
So
it.
it's just slightly different.
And I'm out of mana at this point. That is very common. World record for this, which I do not have, worth noting.
Shout out CV Hanky.
Yeah, that's to Hanky. He took the world record away from me shortly after I routed this run. And yeah. Unlike main game 100%, there was actually an interest for a while in this, because it is a lot shorter to run. And there's not really much I can do about getting a hardfall here, because I don't have any mana.
Nice hardfall.
Here's the wheat. Yeah, nice hardfall, but it's intended.
That just makes it nicer.
Yeah, it's like it was actually a really nice hardfall. Then we have to carry this weep over here to the pot, and this pouch just lying on the floor. I'm gonna kill the guy so he doesn't get in the way.
Yeah,
This
getting
save
stunned
clip,
by
that
guards
worked out
can be
really well.
annoying.
Fun fact, there's a favor you can purchase for that save, and it'll put the code somewhere in the mission. But the code is always the same, unless you buy that favor. If you buy that favor, then the code is randomized. But if you don't buy it, then it's always the same. And here, it's possible to softlock the game. I didn't softlock it. Good.
Yeah, that's how soft lock can happen quite often.
Yeah, there's a way consistently to avoid it.
Bothering you, Barrister Tim
But
up in the legal district.
yeah, it wasn't a problem. I got everything.
From what I hear,
I think.
the Timsh
Consistent but hard
at war with
to
itself.
just get it precisely enough.
Also, some of the enemies in this mission can have equipment that gives extra coins, but you can force a lot more of them to spawn, and I don't kill any of them and pick any of the coins up, and they don't count towards the end of mission total. Just like in main game 100%, it's only stuff that shows up down here that actually matters.
Will you be blinking before the store shops pops up?
I don't think so.
No, because of the way they coded the stores here, for some reason you can sometimes do some like blinks before the stores start, so you can start moving before the level's properly loaded and just get a free blink.
I could probably do that, but you can't just blink straight forward in this area because there are coins in all kinds of places. This mission is kind of like you can just say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it's just it only saves a little bit of time. It's reliant on like load times.
Yeah,
it'd be annoying to get.
This mission is kind of like boiling that there are a ton of just random coins scattered about the place. That key
it's also kind of like
critical.
boils in terms of RNG.
Yes, it is. Also, it has this really cool double blink that I failed. And I then also failed the damage cancel. Nice thoughtful.
And as getting stunned by guards like that is something that can happen quite easily, especially in an area like this where there'll be a lot of guards around. For most other categories, you can like avoid it quite often, but here, since you're running around so much picking up smaller stuff, you'll mostly have aggro close to guards, and it will just happen.
Yeah, and also this place, there's going to be just a bunch of guards in the way.
Yeah,
there's very little you can do about that.
There's also going to be a lot of alarm noises. That's just part of the run.
That is just indeed a part of the run. I didn't miss anything. I'm really surprised that I didn't miss anything. I haven't gotten nearly as much practice in for this as I would have liked. Yeah. This is Talia. He has hired us to kill her uncle. And unlike all other categories, we actually have to talk to her. Because there's some points, I think, that only spawn if we actually talk to her. We have to talk to her in this category.
That sounds like something Arcane would do.
It does indeed sound like something they would do. Nice hardfall.
Nice hardfall.
And now we should be able to get Blink 2.
If you didn't watch the run yesterday, you'll see him. You see someone quite often blinking through walls. That's something called a slip clip. That it's just if you lean and look through a wall, you can blink through it. It's not that hard to do if the wall isn't that thick. Just as a heads up.
Yeah. Another thing that's worth noting, there's actually a female assassin that's introduced in this DLC, and she's the best character in the game.
Except Dowd.
No, Dowd is not the best character. Billy Lurk is... Well, Billy Lurk at least is the best character in the overall series.
I mean, yeah. I'll agree with that.
Okay, now we're coming up at the RNG part. I still haven't missed any coins, that's quite incredible. Okay, I did not get perfect RNG. I think I got second best RNG though. Maybe. Yes, I did.
So there's a few different RNGs here. It's basically what level
Oh
your
god,
target...
please don't kill me.
What level of the house your target is on. It's the guy in white here called Timsh. That's the uncle that she wanted us to kill. So, depending on where he spawns, his will also spawn in a different location. So it's something you have to wrap around a bit. If it had been worse RNG, this would not have been a...
Oh, please don't kill me, please.
Say?
Don't kill me. I have so low health, oh god.
Oh wow.
I didn't have any potions. Oh god, where is he? Where is he? Turnbull. There you are.
That's strange. Jim's doesn't mean it's beneficial.
Yeah, so guards moving around and NPCs in general just moving during combat can be kind of annoying for this, since some of them have coins that you need to pick up either through pickpocketing them or murdering them.
Murdering is usually fastest.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually have to go this way. I always forget that. Also, there's a pretty cool lean you can do here. I didn't get it. I'm really bad at it. I have not had enough time to practice it.
Oh yeah, that area is weird.
There's a really cool lean you can do there, and it's technically not a clip. It's you just lean through a really small gap. Also, I got both the will and the rune at this point, right? So I can just ignore the chest in this level.
I'm not sure. You definitely got the rune.
The contents of the chests are random. Oh, I forgot that. So part of the reason why I went to this place at all.
Oh yeah.
Is that I can place this tarot card and cut my hand, and that's part of a
blood warning.
That's part of another ritual to get a rune that I then have to place in here. It's not a big time loss that I forgot it, but it's still really stupid. And holy crap, I didn't forget anything. I am really surprised. I have always forgotten something here in practice.
That's good.
Like, this is actually going alright.
These boys do actually read comments, yes.
Your uncle is
Also,
dead.
it didn't softlock, yeah.
But you were promised information. That's all I know.
As for most other runs, Talia wouldn't be here because you just talked to her in the location she was earlier at a later point. So this is the only one where you'll really see her being here.
Are you ready to go?
Also in any casual playthrough, basically.
And it's possible for the game to softlock that location. I didn't miss anything. And fun fact, when the Decided Sloth and Fearful Ferret were running this at AGDQ, I believe. I'm gonna find a bunch of health potions to save. The softlock happened twice to both of them, and it's like a 1 in 10 for it to happen once.
So we're on to the last level of this run. There's a bunch of guards, or religious guards invading our base, and we're trying to save our assassins.
Yeah, you're supposed to save your assassins, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
In fact,
just
I'm gonna
one of them.
Link up here, kill this guy, and then I'm gonna kill my assassin.
Yeah, if you kill an assassin, you just get a objective failed, and that's faster than trying to save all of them.
And your new objective then becomes to kill all the music overseers, and that's a lot easier because you don't have to be next to music overseers in order to kill them. You just need to shoot them with an explosive bolt, like that.
Or in the leg with a sleep dart.
Or in the leg with a sleep dart, but we have explosive bolts, and they are easier.
So why not?
Are you not down here? Okay, I'm not gonna bother with you then. And if I do that correctly, that should kill another music overseer, but I can't quite see him. I'm not sure that it worked though.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the
Yeah, I don't know.
district.
I don't think it did. I think that's pointing to him.
Yeah, I think you agree.
Get out of my way. Yeah, he's down there.
That is the hardest one to get there.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard one to hit. And we're going to be benevolent here and choose to capture instead of kill the overseers. The dialogue is slightly longer, but we can trigger the next cutscene earlier, and it doesn't contain a drawn-out kill sequence. So it's faster overall. And now we get to have a final boss fight.
The overseer leader is dead. We gave his body.
Yeah, so what's the reason for you actually having a fight here?
We are in
Is
high
it
chaos,
high
so
chaos?
Billy doesn't like us and wants to kill us. Also, I mentioned earlier how in the main game there was a single black female character who happened to be a prostitute, and there's also I can't hit her at all. This is really bad. And there's also the only other black characters in that game.
Yeah, there's
Thugs. Oh, we actually
there's
didn't kill her.
prostitutes and thugs, and now there's also Billy Lurk,
Time, by the way.
which is great. Time.
That's actually better than my recorded PB.
Oh.
You once told me Billy Lurk
I have
was your
gotten a
finest
PB that I live streamed that was a
fast and
17
strong,
in game time. This was a 19.
It's no
But I don't
accident
have a
she was the
VOD of it.
only woman you ever trained. And she
Oh,
proved
okay.
even more
Wait, so
ruthless and
But yeah,
You do have the
Um,
world record then.
I do not have world
But
record.
she was no
The world
match
record
for
is
you.
16 something, I believe, by Hank.
This is
Oh,
why
Or
okay.
15 something, I don't
City of
remember.
Horrors, parents will scare their children with
But he's
legends
faster than me by like a minute or
the
something.
Knife of Dunwell,
And Saradet is
who
also
never
faster than
chose
I am.
sides, who preyed on the
Shoutouts to
city's
both of those for
lords,
actually running
who
this.
never swore fealty, who brought down overseers.
And we actually have to watch this cutscene. It's unskippable.
I wonder
But we have to
what
watch
the
it
final
because at the
chapter
end of
will
this, there's an end of mission screen
What
which shows whether or not we actually got everything. If I didn't, I'm not going to redo the final level. Because I did all the strats, and if I forgot to pick something up, that's... Well, I didn't forget, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so we are going to switch over now to
Break more witches.
Break More Witches. This one, it takes place immediately afterwards. I'm going to switch my nodes and...
It's basically
split over.
It's basically
Oh,
just
God, I press edit splits. Don't.
a story in 2 episodes.
More Witches. Don't save splits because I accidentally got a 0-second split. And then I will never be able to beat that. Yeah.
So the boat
Unlike-
that turned out to be a witch, then, well, she was the one behind the attack on your base that
Yeah.
ended Knife of Dunwell, so now we're going to go attack her base in a couple of missions.
Exactly. One thing about this is we can start from a previous save by picking this, but we're not going to do that. We're going to start from a completely new game. And we're going to play on hardest difficulty. Time starts when I end this loading screen.
He knew.
That's right now. And the reason we actually start from a new game,
The men are
most of the time you don't do that, but for this
but
but for this category we cannot make a save at the very start,
my mother
because we start in
warned
combat.
me never to make an enemy.
Could I try to
of a
fight
witch.
Corvo?
I mean, you can. I think
mean,
you're well
Normally,
within.
normally you just play this at hardest difficulty, let him kill you immediately, which he does in one hit. But I'm gonna try and fight him. I'm gonna fail. I tried once in practice. I got hit by his first
understand.
attack.
I won't make
But
this
Corvo
Yeah.
and Billy Lurk from the previous game are really, really difficult.
Yeah, Corvo is he will one hit you at
So will Billy Lurk.
well max.
Oh, he hit me. How did he hit me? Okay, he hit me apparently.
Well,
That
for a
doesn't matter.
short moment there, your sword wasn't in your hand, so
Okay, nice, good game. We got strong
Nice,
arms!
man.
Holy crap! This is the best RNG ever. I also got strong arms in the main game.
Aye.
Strong arms and fleet fighter.
What is it?
And Fleet Fighter. That's actually a legitimately good charm.
Yeah.
He's waiting
Yeah.
for you below.
Spirit Water. Strong arms. Now my chokes will be faster. I'm going to choke a lot. Almost certain. Like that, for example. I blinked in the wrong direction.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing
But-
I'm talking about. Dodd.
This DLC actually introduces a really cool mechanic called Corrupt Bone Charms. Which are bone charms that aren't just...
They aren't stat boosts. They have a like trade-off.
yeah, they're a trade-off. So they might make you run faster, good, but take more damage, bad. And so on.
There's also run slower, take less damage.
Yeah, how creative. And
Yeah,
now
you
we're
don't
going to
want
get
that.
Blink 2 and Agility 2 and talk to, I think, Thomas, he's called.
Holdridge. We can use
Yeah.
this. We'll get her out.
Yeah, so since Billy
It's
isn't
tried
really
that
with us
to pay
anymore
back the favor.
after we murdered her, it's
We'll
Thomas
have our
now.
transport.
Yep.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Like I said earlier, main game only has like a single black female character, and they decided, maybe we should be more diverse, and they then decided to write their best character and make her both female and black. And she's legitimately actually the best character in this game. Oh, do I remember even what I'm supposed to buy here? I think I do. I know I'm supposed to get this and misplaced rune, and then I'm supposed to buy just a few things more. Bolts and darts, okay. I have this written down because, like I said earlier, I have most of the muscle memory, but I don't quite remember everything I'm supposed to do. Because I have not run this in a while, and I probably should have gotten more practice. Part of the reason why I haven't gotten so much practice is because I didn't know if I was actually going to be able to run this.
In this area that he's in right now, you can't use powers at all.
Yeah,
They're
there's
playing
overseer music playing outside. We can use powers again now.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that was a... I think I'm... Yeah, you're supposed to turn this down. I
Oh,
took
yeah.
a
Oh, wow,
lot
yeah.
more damage from that gunshot than I was supposed to.
Yeah, so it's actually faster to just get one hit by Corvo and then turn down the difficulty, so we do that for
Yeah.
basically all categories here. In this DLC.
We're sending
Also, your different equipment is actually not random, but it's different for every single DLC and like the main game and whatnot. Also, this is the main source of randomness. The different cells can be in various different locations.
Yeah, so you're here to like break a person out of prison. She's called Lizzie Stride and is a leader of a gang. But she moves around too, so there's a RNG element to that.
Yeah, she's in a random location, so is a bone charm. I think she might be in the worst location. Double check. No, she's not. She's in here. That's okay.
She's in rough shape.
In practice, I forgot to check this cell.
Carry her out.
So I got the absolute worst randomness, which is getting a good cell and then thinking I got a bad cell, so still going all the way over here.
Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed.
Here's a witch that was killed. I wonder if she has anything to do with the Brickmore witches. Well, she self-immolated. Kill a bunch of guards.
Yep. Is that something witches can do?
Also, that I think was a medal that Corvo had gotten. So, Corvo was the protagonist of the first game. I didn't miss anything, I don't think. Also, I'm supposed to have used more mana at this point. That may or may not be an issue. Probably won't be.
She's beaten.
But the amount of the coin amounts that I have written down are going to be slightly different, so I'll probably just buy a useless item to make that line up.
All quiet, sir. Ready to go. Let's go.
Oh, were you saying something?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you were maybe a potion behind instead of ahead. But
We'll find
I
out.
don't know. Yeah. As a mono routing is a really important part of this game for most categories, but here you're running around so much that you'll basically run out of mana sometimes.
Wait a minute, am I in trouble? No, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. There is actually a blueprint that I'm supposed to pick up, but it's in this mission and not the previous one. And this mission is huge. It's probably my favorite Dishonored mission. It is huge. It is 3, 4 interconnected areas. And you have to, like, you can't just complete them one after the other. You have to go back and forth. There's 2 warring factions and you have to either make peace or choose one to help or whatever. But you have to at least help with this ride. But after that you can choose what you want to do. 2, 3, 5. Now we're going to talk to Jerome. He's really talkative.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? I recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy.
Yeah, this is all unskippable and we have to talk to him 3 times.
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Now that's something that was addressed in the second game. There's a lot of cutscenes in the first game that you can't skip.
Would you consider doing a job for me?
Not so much for the second one. There is one major one,
well past due.
And there's a good few PowerPoint presentations.
I don't want the money.
Yeah.
I want his head.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can use the money to buy things from me.
Yeah, this guy gives us a job to kill a...
Thank you. Skinflint
one of the,
he likes to
I don't know if he's, I don't even remember if he's an eel or a hatter, but one of the gang members.
I think he's a hatter.
Example of him.
Got it.
Probably.
Now let me see what you've got.
Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Yeah, some drunk gang member owes him money or something and you need to go murder him.
We can just lie to him and say, yeah, we've already killed him, even though we've never left.
I hope this expresses my gratitude.
And it's faster.
All for sale.
And now to pay him back for wasting all of our time, we're gonna rob him blind.
Yeah, he doesn't care if you take these items. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all. I get everything? I got. Good. But I haven't gotten all coins in the previous level, previous area. I'm going to return back to it.
Wakefield's probably keeping himself.
And now
yeah,
I'm going
to
whatever I do to him.
I'm going to get
this mission goes a
power
lot
here.
back and forth. Like there's you're basically in a gang war and you walk between the different gangs trying to do stuff like
yeah.
To change the flow balance between them, but for now it's fine. It's just the level is by far the longest one, right? In the
by
DLC.
far. Like I would say it's by far the longest level in Dishonored. Oh, there's a you. No, it's not. Is it you? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so he's gonna ring a bell now and people are gonna be his friends, but for now
Yeah,
they're
I'm going to ring it through the glass. Like I said, now they're my friends.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control.
Yeah, I just murdered a couple. It's not
Yeah,
that
and
many.
now they're fine with me.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield said... I knew I could rely on you.
Oh no, I got this extra piece of dialogue. I talked to her one extra time. I was trying really hard not to do it.
The outsider ain't me.
Whatever.
Yeah, so the story-wise, this mission is kind of weird, because basically what you're doing for most of this DLC is trying to get a ride to go fight Delilah. So
Yeah.
the reason why you're even helping this gang is because their engine is broken and their boat can't run without the engine. So you need to go get the engine part that the other gang stole.
I almost forgot a rune. Yeah, this best mission in Dishonored is solely to actually get to the place that's our motivation.
Yeah, it's completely
nice
irrelevant to the plot.
Heartfall. Did you see that Heartfall? That was an exceptionally good Heartfall.
Yeah, that was hard.
I would say that was actually probably my best Heartfall of all time. That one probably beats it.
Really hard fall.
Quiet in the city.
Yes, we're gonna clip into this thing to steal the whaler and blow these hatters up. I love that clip. Nice. And Lizzie Strike gives us a password. This place.
Whalebone.
Because of course she knows the enemy's password.
Well, she actually, it makes sense. It kind of makes sense. There's a more reason why she knows it.
Yeah.
Not that we care, we're Speedrun.
Will you actually be talking to the geezer or anything here?
I will not be talking to the geezer, but I will be killing Nurse Gimbal. Which is actually funny. I'm going to be killing an NPC, and that NPC is more than happy to just make friends and have me help him out. But I'm going to be killing him because I don't want him to talk to me. And in practice, he actually managed to... in practice, he managed to actually softlock the game. So I hold a grudge for that. I'm gonna pick up the key he has in his pouch. Just for safety. It's not required.
Are you going... Wait, which one of the doors are you taking this to?
I'm going to take the out-of-bounds door.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That should be the correct amount of coins. Yes, it is. This door, and I really like this glitch as well. The out-of-bounds. And now we have the engine coil. That's our objective. And now we're in the sewers. Yeah. The sewers is 100% optional. You do not have to go here.
But it has coins.
It has coins, and we have to get all the coins. Shooting that with a bullet makes it not fall down the stairs. Is convenient. Also, coming up is a really difficult slip flip that I'm kind of bad at.
You're putting it together.
Yeah, there's a lot of glitches in this run. Like Dishonored is it's an incredibly good game, but it's not that well made for what it is, which makes it better.
Yeah. Also,
the glitches in this game just make the
I
game more
am
fun.
missing these coins. That's why I check, and this mission being so complex has so many points that I'm checking. Like, it might seem like I'm checking like every few seconds. Okay. I spent a bunch of time trying to find out how to get into this area, and turns out that door just doesn't exist. You can just go through it. I spent a bunch of time trying to find out how to flip into that area. There's a bunch of weeps, and there's some witches upstairs.
Weeps and waifus.
Witches.
Sure.
I guess the witches might be the waifus.
Where'd you get the water from?
That's how the witches look. The design is actually really cool. I didn't miss anything. This waterfall, I kind of need time to think, because it is... Oh god, there we go. It's surprisingly difficult to find all the stuff here. There's just so many individual coins. I've sort of memorized the clumps that they're in.
There is a category for the main game called Legacy that is basically glitchless. But it's I mean it's still a fun run. It just isn't as fast. You can't quite push the limits of the game this far, of course. So it's basically just slower 90%.
Yeah, and the RNG also matters more. It's alright though.
Much more.
It's an alright run though.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice wrong warp.
As its legacy isn't like the run that used to be until a lot of different glitches were found. It's basically the 70 star of Dishonored.
Yeah. Also, it's called Legacy because there are some tricks in it that's like technically a glitch, but
yeah,
it's also really hard to define in this what isn't a glitch.
Yeah, so if you stick your head through a wall and blink, that's obviously a glitch. But if you stick your head through a window and you're not sure if it's really big enough to fit you through, but probably, is that a glitch?
I'm pretty sure that isn't a glitch.
Yeah, see?
There we go. We have to find a man and a woman here, and then we are going to marry them. And at the very start of the mission, I restarted a female gang member in the hopes that the other thugs wouldn't kill her, but they did. That's not too surprising. And now it's the last area. We can finally actually finish this. Holy, I have a lot of mana. I'm just going to blink a lot here.
Where's Narya gone?
I have slightly rerouted this.
Exciting.
The world record. This area here. Here's a skippable cutscene where you can't actually skip it because the time it takes to skip it is too short. Oh, whatever.
There's stuff like that clip right there is obviously a glitch, but there is a point in the Legacy run where you do actually just like break a window and stick your head through the window and blink.
Yeah.
And it works exactly the same way as a slip flip, but it's not.
There's a bunch of things like that. I
yeah,
missed the corrupt bone
engine
jump. I do not know which one it is, but it shouldn't be too difficult to find out. Actually, I might know which one it is. Let me just see. Yeah, I know where it is. Okay. This is not a big deal. Nice outfall. I was just so excited that I actually had a lot of mana at this point that I just completely forgot to pick that one up.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, it's possible if you want in this area to just kill Lizzie and command the boat yourself. It makes no gameplay difference, but if you want to roleplay, you can roleplay. Okay. Buy a bunch of potions, buy a bunch of explosive bolts. We do not need the upgrade for this. That's the correct amount. Good. Cutscene. Fun fact, if you load... I actually have a thing to show off at the end of this. It's...
Oh, perfect.
I think that tripped me over in practice. It's not that interesting. but it's somewhat interesting.
Yeah, so this entire DLC up until this point has just been him trying to get where he is now.
Yeah.
To murder Delilah. So first breaking a woman out of prison and then using her gang to get a boat. I feel there's easier ways to get boats.
Yeah, or you could just swim.
Yeah. And also, it's not like he's bringing the gang here.
Yeah, he could have just taken the boat. I mean, that's literally an option. Just kill Lizzie and all the gang members and take the boat. That said, those 2 missions were really good. Like,
they're great missions.
They are some of the best missions in Dishonored. Ah! I almost died there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that could have been bad. As you can see, the witches are using the same full power that he is here sometimes.
Actually, they summon a void entity which does it.
Oh, okay.
It's
well, because the witches here are basically just they have the same powers that we do. Like they're marked by the or they're working with someone who is marked by the outsider.
Yeah, Delilah is marked by the outsider.
Yeah.
Wait, I got that one. I completely forgot. This river cross here is shy. It will only open up if I shoot on this side. I should not have done it that way. I think that's correct so far. I don't actually have it, like an amount for this point. I only have before I leave this area. I forgot to get what's inside of this house.
I killed a hound in the yard, and it got stricken.
I'm actually going to conserve mana a little bit because I do not want to run out. That should be correct though. Yeah. I didn't miss anything outside. It's a huge area. Both this and inside the mansion actually are areas that loop back on themselves. So I ended up right at the start. Like right where I started is where I ended up.
Yeah, if you get confused about where he's going during this area, don't worry about it. It's a confusing level.
It is.
It's a good one, but
it's a really good level. Both of these levels are really good.
But it's very confusing.
So Delilah.
Oh, I just triggered a. I just read a thing that explains all the story. If you want to know why we're doing all this, you can read that thing. I have not missed anything so far. This place is really annoying. The enemies here can really easily just kill me if they want. And I mean instantly kill me, even on easy difficulty.
Is that the... Is it because of the amount, or is it the same insta-kill mechanic as in the main game, or what?
Same insta-kill mechanic. If they stun and hit me, they will kill me. I'm out of mana here, so I have to wait.
For most of the stunts, it's just RNG if like they hit you or not. So it's just something you have to deal with.
Okay. Now, final boss fight is coming up.
Yeah, so you're going to enter a painting to stop Delilah from painting herself into another person.
Yeah. It makes sense, trust me.
Yeah, trying to explain the story makes it sound way worse than it is.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it's not great, but it's alright.
Yeah.
I found a strat a while ago that is supposed to make this more consistent. Let's see if I get it. Oh, please work. No, it didn't work.
There are no coins during this area. It's just... You need to take out all the clones. And then Delilah will...
Also, I stubbornly refuse to use auto-aim, so... That's why this is way slower than it has to be. Oh.
Yeah, the auto-aim here just makes this free.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do it like this. Time is coming up really soon. Time. But I did a glitch there to regain control, so I can also show this off. Ah. Well, I did manage to show it off. It's possible to do the non-lethal ending there too, after having killed her.
After? Oh, really?
Yeah. I forgot to place the painting, but do that. But anyway, that is the end of this.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save him.
We can watch the final cutscene here.
As Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider.
Or... Oh, I don't think we're going to do that. I want to show this thing off. If you load this mission save, it's broken. I noticed this while practicing. You can do this, you can actually move slightly. You can move over here. There's a cutscene. Oh, it did work this time. I think I might not have moved correctly. Or wrongly.
Yeah, so this is the same thing that I explained during Knife of Dunwell, where you can sometimes move before the story happens. The story here is just not that well...
Anyway, it's possible to move and lose control if you get out of range. I cannot manage to do it here.
Oh, so it starts the cutscene but doesn't know where to place you, so... It's just...
Oh wait, I think I might know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, I've managed to softlock like several times to that in practice. This might work. Huh. Huh. It might just have been that I had a weird save, but because now it seems to work. Anyway, that's it. I don't think I have anything more to show. I showed most of the interesting glitches after the main run.
Yeah, so for Dishonored, most of it, the reason why the glitches make the game more fun is because of the fact that they feel more like gameplay mechanics once you get used to them.
Yeah, they actually...
There aren't really that many
really well.
big glitches.
Yeah, they really aren't. Well, there are, but they aren't useful for speedruns.
Yeah.
And they just work really, really well. Anyway, shoutouts quickly. Zerodeath. Journey also has done some routing for Knife of Dunwell 100%. He found, I think, the double blink. And he also used to, or still holds some world records in Dishonored 2 and maybe even some in Dishonored 1 as well. He's a really good runner. And I forgot to mention him last time. Check out Lurvin, he actually plays this game on stream. I don't. But I might route non-lethal Ghost 100% at some point. If you want to see that and want to see me suffer, you can subscribe to me on YouTube where I'll probably post it. And who knows, maybe you can also follow me on Twitch and I might do something there, but probably not. But I don't think we have anything more. Oh, and please tell Lurvin to run this. I want to see him run this.
Oh, come on, man.
Run Brigmore Witches, it's good. It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
I just did the... there's an achievement in this game for completing the Brigmore Witches in low chaos with 10,000 coins. So
oh, yeah.
I basically just started practicing a couple of days ago for this.
Good idea.
Yeah, I think that's it for us, right?
Yeah, I don't think we have anything more to say.
So good luck to the rest of the runners.
Yeah. And, oh, congratulations on Rain World World Record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the previous one
Oh,
was
that's
a
crazy.
world record.
Wow.
Congratulations on that.